All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, Claressa Shields gets some call-outs and is getting, what can you say, chickens coming home to roost as the clout chasing she's been doing with Laila Ali has now come back full swing in the person of Alcia Baumgardner, who is having a field day talking about Claressa Shields and why Claressa Shields is okay with going to 147 pounds for a MMA fight, but she won't meet Alcia Baumgardner at 147 pounds for a boxing match. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the women's boxing, somewhere between the 168-pound division, or I think maybe 175-pound might be the heavyweight division for women, and the 147-pound division, or 35-pound division, where Alcia Baumgardner sits, but is willing to move to 147 to fight Claressa Shields. Now, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for what you do. It really makes a huge difference to the channel. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks. $1 is worth 100 views. 10 views, $10 are worth 100 views. It really makes it really helps the channel continue. So anyway, let's get into this. And thank you guys for all your support. Claressa Shields just got whooped up badly in an online battle with Laila Ali. Let me repeat that and say that as a fact. Claressa Shields just got her hat handed to her by Laila Ali in an online beef where Laila Ali dropped 2 videos and Claressa Shields dropped 1 video talking about the beef that they have with one another. I don't want to get into any great detail about it, but just suffice it to say that Claressa had for a long time been saying things about Laila Ali, that she was not supportive, that she was not, didn't give her advice, that she didn't do this, that, and the other thing. And Laila Ali had, on the other hand, had been accusing Claressa Shields of being a generic wannabe knockoff who is using her name and her father's name for clout. After 2 videos, and I think that the consensus is pretty much unanimous that Laila Ali handed Claressa Shields her hat, and Claressa Shields should probably go ahead and proceed to keeping Laila Ali's name out her mouth. And I don't care whether or not Laila Ali has a point and Claressa Shields has a point. They don't. Both of them have points. Laila Ali, without a doubt, is a very, very strong personality, can be arrogant. I've seen it. I've seen it myself in interviews that she's given other people. There's a reason. There's all kind of good reasons why Claressa Shields may not like Laila Ali, because Laila Ali never did look like she warmed up to Claressa Shields. But Laila Ali got a point about Claressa Shields because Claressa Shields plays a whole bunch of games, thinks she's slick, and Laila Ali's been around a lot longer than Claressa Shields and has already seen most of the games, most of the social media games. And that was very evident in her response to Claressa Shields. So that doesn't mean that it's all over, because Alcia Baumgardner, who is I do believe the undisputed champion at 135 pounds. Please correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. However, 4-belt holder, terrific fighter with MVP Promotions, will be fighting on in the co-main event of the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis exhibition fight in December. But she is sitting there. She, after listening to everything going on between Claressa and Laila, came out with her own thing and said, look, why don't you fight me? Instead of talking to somebody that's 50 years old and already retired, why don't you try to fight me? Come meet me at 147 pounds. You fought somebody else in MMA at 147 pounds. So why don't you come on out and fight me at 147 pounds in boxing? Now, you know that is most likely never, ever going to happen. Not because Claressa Shields can't make the weight, because more than likely, Claressa Shields can make 147 pounds. Claressa Shields is at 150, is at 168 and one, but she's not cutting down in weight to get to those weights. You can clearly see that she's got a lot of extra meat on her, even at 168 pounds. So if she can get down to 147 pounds, I think that would be cool. But it's not going to happen because Alyssa Baumgardner is with MVP Promotions. And Claressa Shields got a beef with MVP Promotions. Surprise, surprise, surprise that she would have a beef with somebody, right? Claressa Shields got beefs with everybody. If you listen to her, she's talking crazy about a whole bunch of people. I even heard her talking crazy about Nicki Minaj, I do believe. Anyway, she's out there running her mouth. She can do it all she wants. However, at the end of the day, man, she's going to have some. She was running her mouth about MVP because she's upset. At least this is my perception of it, that she's not the highest paid woman in boxing. Because the fact of the matter is that both Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano are making money that Laila Ali never made and Claressa Shields has never made. So there's plenty of room and plenty of things that Claressa Shields can do in her career to get those big paydays in the ring. Now, maybe Claressa Shields is going for brand deals because that's what I heard her talking about, on the different excerpts that were being played by Laila Ali, that she's looking for, big $20 million brand deals and what she needs to do in order to be the type of person that would get that. I don't know if you're ever really going to be the type of person that's going to get those $20 million brand deals. I don't think so, because I don't think that there's ever going to be a woman boxer, or not any living woman boxing right now, that's going to get a $20 million brand deal. Like, you're going to, in order to be a woman getting those type of brand deals, you're probably going to have to be in tennis, because those are the women that are getting those type of brand deals. The Coco Gauffs, the Naomi Osakas, they're getting those type of deals, and they're getting those type of deals because of the sport that they play. A lot of people that are marketing towards women aren't marketing products that are like fighting products and being tough products. You know what I mean? They wind up selling things like makeup and beauty products and things like that. And boxing, unfortunately for women's boxing, you don't fight in makeup. You know what I mean? You can wear makeup when you're off the, but women in tennis still can kind of find a way, because they're still wearing dresses and all of that stuff, to kind of look ladylike. So I don't really think that's going to get there for Claressa Shields. What I think Claressa Shields is going to have to do for her money is she's just going to have to get it out the mud, and she's going to have to do it with these fights. And that's probably going to include, look, man, go work with a promoter like Jake Paul that has a network that could definitely maximize your income. Because if it wasn't for Jake Paul, there is no Amanda Serrano. I mean, let's just be honest with it. There's no Amanda Serrano without Jake Paul. There's no Alyssa Baumgardner making more money than you without Jake Paul. There's that whole environment over there at MVP that is doing very, very well at the moment. And I think she would be very, very smart to try to go over there, and take advantage of it. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. I don't see her fighting Alyssa Baumgardner, but I do think she should probably go over there with Alyssa Baumgardner. That's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.